right, guys, welcome back. Couch Surfing Podcast Season 2, Episode 10. For all of our, audio listeners, we got a special guest with us today, Stephen Benton. Welcome. Glad you're here.
I'm so nervous.
No, there's no need to be nervous.
It was very serious.
No, it's a serious thing. I mean, you're our first guest.
The bar is so low.
The bar is so high.
The bar is
It's
so
really high,
low.
man. It's really high. Yeah. The first guest ever. Took us, 2 seasons to get into this.
Yeah, I can't remember how many episodes we're even in season 1 though.
We've been talking about
We have paid sponsors now, though.
Yeah.
we've been talking about having a guest on here for a while. We keep saying it.
It took us a while to even think of where we were going to try to do it though, but you didn't even have this couch then, so
Yeah, and for
everyone
and audio listeners stuff, if you're not watching on YouTube, we're on a new couch that I got in the living room. So brand new couch for the Couch Surfing Podcast. So pretty happy about this. But Steven, you wanna introduce yourself? Just let us know a little bit, who you are.
Yeah,
I guess how we know you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I met you because I went to Randolph-Macon with Benton, and we met at a pre-orientation, pre-freshman year kind of launch outdoor thing. And I saw the invitation on Facebook, and I was like, I don't really want to go. I mean, I'd rather be going to the pool and stuff, but I ended up deciding to go, and I think that's how we met at a pre-orientation
I totally forgot
launch kind of thing at Randolph-Macon, and have been close ever since, really good friends. And I think I met Christian for Di Serono night, maybe?
Probably.
Which is such the weirdest, liquor to chug, but...
I used to be hooked on that freshman year.
I was going to say, was that
So
freshman
good.
year?
I think so.
Because I remember
That's when y'all would have met freshman year.
I don't know, I came up for something and I remember Steven, whatever you guys were doing, I think there might have been like an ultimate frisbee thing or something going on, and he's like drinking out of this fake coconut.
Remember I used to have the pineapple and
I feel like that
coconut?
was freshman year.
Yeah.
Definitely was,
You were
yeah.
But you were drinking out of that, like, just, and it
Tequila
was like,
sunrises.
I think it
Heavy
was
drinking.
spring. It was like spring, and he's like already trying to get a tan on,
Steven was a fiend for tequila sunrise.
Yeah, that's what it
We
was.
had
It was
some tequila tonight,
sunrise.
you
It
know?
was tequila,
It
orange
was.
juice, grenadine, right?
Yeah.
That's what he was drinking out of the pineapple.
Yes. That's like all Steven drank freshman year. Heavy. Luna Azul? What was it?
Luna Azul, Camarena,
Camarena.
another great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the weekends?
Weekday.
What was your peak? Or what was freshman year? How many handles a week?
We went through like one a week.
A handle a week.
Which this is not a great way to like introduce myself.
Oh, no.
Is talking about
No, it's great.
drinking.
Freshman year. Come on now.
We're starting at the bottom, and we're going to
We're-
build
we're-
you up from here.
Exactly. Yeah, I can only get better from here until I drop the C word. But
Oh, God.
um,
No, freshman year was great. Yeah. I remember you coming over always to, my dorm. I feel like everyone always came over to my place with Jordan. I feel like Bran was there, and then you brought Joe with you. I think that's how I met Joe. Was really through you.
Yeah.
And Angela was obviously across the hall from me. But Steven was one of the first people in our kind of friend group. Once the group was starting, he was the first one to go rush Kappa Sigma.
Yeah. And I was like the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, are we gonna like this? What do the guys think? And liked it, and it just kind of worked out with all of us. But
Steven was
all went through it and was really close. Yeah,
he went by
really
himself first, and
You just wanted to, though? Or, everyone was like, someone should do this, Steven, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, because I went through Rush, and I think you were waiting, but I went through Rush, and I got a bid, and I was just thinking, if I don't like it, I can drop out at some point, but let me just try to see if I like it. I'm trying to make friends, why not? And so went through and, liked it, met a lot of cool dudes, and then was like, yeah, Benton, Joe, y'all should all join too.
Steve
Yeah.
was like, everyone should
Let's,
join. So
yeah,
Steven,
let's like squat
so
up.
Steven
you
goes
know?
in there. He's in there for, you joined.
He infiltrates.
Steven joins in the fall. Or no, yeah, in the fall, beginning of the year of freshman year. And he gets through it all in the spring, and there's like another session. Usually the spring isn't that big of a rush. There's not, the pledge classes in the spring aren't that many people. A lot
Because
of
most of the
usually
people
rush
who were
around.
gonna do it did it in the fall.
They do it in the fall.
Yeah.
But here comes Steven bringing like at least like 4 or 5 guys himself. What, me, Joe, Jordan, Tristan, Jose. Was that it?
Maybe, yeah.
And then Jacob didn't. And then Jacob. And then Jacob
yeah,
Joel.
there could have been a few more, yeah.
Like, we had the biggest pledge class of like the whole entire campus in that spring. They're like, what the hell? How did they get this many guys in the spring? Like, it's literally just Steven.
It's like this Ellen-looking kid
That's so funny.
with long, yeah, like what?
Steven used to have longer hair, like more like flowier hair. I do remember that.
Ellen. Even my barber today says I look like Ellen. And I talk like
I don't
Ellen
think you
too,
look
so
like Ellen.
and I wear clothes like Ellen. Ellen would definitely wear this.
Maybe Ellen should have you on after.
I know.
After she sees this.
I know,
Steven's
but she's
also-
also like, what is she like? What happens? She's mean behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, apparently she's like
Kristen.
not nice.
You
Like,
can be
she's,
mean
like, behind
back.
the scenes,
It'll
like,
be all right.
apparently
Very
she's
cool.
not nice behind the scenes. But
Yeah.
Steven's gone through a lot of different haircuts. He was longer hair, and then
I look like the Proud Boys, like
Buzzed
literally
hair.
had a buzz cut. I was like had a
Proud
torch in
Boys.
Charlottesville.
It was
That's
like,
so bad, but
because he had more. His hair was definitely like more blonder and stuff. When you like the buzz in like that summer like blonde you get.
Yeah.
He was looking
Oh
kind of
my
proud.
gosh.
He's like, what is it, 8 Mile with Eminem?
Yeah,
Eminem.
like-
He was looking like that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But
That's funny.
where are you from, Steven?
I'm from G-Burg.
Cheaper.
Gaithersburg, Maryland, but I was trying to say like our geotag on Snapchat is the Grand Theft Auto like font,
Oh,
so
gotcha.
just the hood, like not really, but Gaithersburg, and then now I live in DC near the zoo, so
Near the zoo.
yeah.
You like living near the zoo?
I do, but it's like very like geriatric vibes, which
Oh,
I love
gosh.
the elderly, I love our seniors, but I need more of a kind of fresh, hip crowd. I need to see someone doing heroin on a street corner.
There you go.
Where is the zoo like in relatively relation? What the fuck's it called to the White House? Like
Yeah,
if I'm looking at on a map north and south and the White House there, like where would the zoo be? Like where are you?
How close do you live to the White House?
So I'm in a neighborhood called Woodley Park, so that's like northwest DC, and the White House I think is still technically in northwest, so I'm probably like 2 metro stops away from DC. So I was on a scooter, probably take me like 15 minutes.
Scooters are dangerous, man.
Whipping though.
Steven
so
loves,
dangerous.
Steven
Love a
loves
scooter.
scooters.
I
Big
love-
scooter guy.
Yeah, like did you have a Razor scooter when you guys were younger?
Yeah, it busted my ankle.
The
all
red
time.
one?
It's like-
Yeah, worst
red,
pain ever.
Silver with red handles.
That's how
on
real
it.
men are created.
Yeah.
Did you get hit in the ankle by a red Razor scooter? I
Oh,
did.
That or the screen door shutting.
Oh, that was
Worse.
a rough one.
That
Yeah.
is the worst.
Worse.
Anyway, so it's Northwest DC?
yeah.
Northwest DC, yeah.
And when'd you move there? Was it right after college? Or
Yeah, so right after I went through emotional trauma. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But like, I think November. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was with my parents for the past year. And then you go through emotional trauma, but also I wanted to move downtown too. So people were going back to the office, right? Like hopefully COVID, we're kind of learning how to live with it, right? And so I've been going into the office a lot more, and it's helped that I've lived closer. So
Yeah.
I moved probably back late October, was full time November.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what are you doing in DC? What are you doing for work?
Yeah, so I'm a CPA, so file your taxes. Get
There
them
you
done.
go.
When is tax season? Is it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
April
yeah,
15th.
Yeah. So I don't
What's the
actually,
deadline?
Yeah. Unless you're
So-
really rich, then you extend to October.
but
Whoa.
it's not
Didn't know
not the deadline to pay your taxes. So if you owe taxes, you have to pay it on the due date of April. It's like the 4th Tuesday or 2nd Tuesday every month. whatever. So it's like the 15th or the 17th, whatever that kind of second week is. So it's not the deadline to pay. So if you owe taxes, make sure you pay them.
How do you know if you owe taxes?
So that's hard, right? If you like work for a company or a business and they're like withholding it from your pay stub.
Why do they withhold it? I've never understood that.
So because they make, and I'm not a tax professional,
Oh.
but they withhold taxes and they make quarterly payments to the federal government. So you're basically making a prepayment every quarter, and then at the end when you file, that's basically like, did you overpay or do you still owe money on the year? Because it's really hard sometimes to predict someone's annual salary if they're making bonus or you know. So you make estimated payments, and then at the end of the year you kind of like true it up, like finalize how much money you actually owed.
And that's when they usually send you money back.
So if you owe money, make sure you pay it, but you can request an extension.
Yeah.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a tax professional though.
I feel like is it one of those things that it's always safe to just file an extension?
Yeah, I would say if you have a lot happening in a given year, so maybe you have like a lot of passive income, you know, you invest a lot in NFTs, you got Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
You're making gains every single year, or maybe
every day.
You have stock in a family business, or you have a rental home or a second home, or you make a lot of deductions in a year. You know, if it's too complicated and it could be, you know, hard for you to know everything that you need to know to file successfully by April, then maybe you would request an extension. But I think most people, you get your W-2s in January, February, and most people are just filing off of a W-2.
Yeah.
So if you know that, then you should just file. But if you have a lot going on in a given year, maybe you request an extension.
Gotcha.
You think it's possible to get rid of the IRS?
No?
I don't know if we talked about it on a past one or something.
It'd be great though, or, right? But like no taxes,
or not. Okay, I should say get rid of the IRS. What do you think it'd be possible to get rid of the whole, like filing the taxes, or like or getting someone to put your taxes and do it and stuff? Because doesn't the IRS know what you owe, or no?
So they don't, right? Because like you're making estimated payments every year, right? Like you think people that make a commission structure, you know, that's how they make most of their money in a given year. It's really hard to estimate
what might
in Q1 how much money on the whole year they're gonna owe in taxes.
They can get one contract that's $100,000.
So we really do. It's beneficial to have this system where it's kind of we're looking in the rear view mirror to say how much money did we owe, because it's really hard in a given year to estimate how much taxes you would owe on wages. But
you know what I heard one time, though, about getting rid of the IRS?
Oh, God.
I heard that at one point in time, the only people who paid federal taxes were federal employees. So if you were a soldier, if you were a nurse or whatever, if you worked for the government, you paid federal taxes, but you also gained all these other benefits like Social Security and all that. Yeah. Sort of stuff like government assistance, basically. And if you weren't a government worker, you didn't pay taxes to the federal government. You just paid your local and state taxes, which I thought was interesting. Yeah.
Well, speaking about just government benefits, your dad, wasn't he government?
Yeah. That's the way to go.
Dude, listen to dads.
Get into the government. Get in early.
What was his?
If you can.
PTO or sick time, or you remember that? You were telling me.
I don't know how like if it's for every agency or every department. I don't know if it's kind of a uniform like benefits package, but it's pretty generous in terms of how much time they roll over every single year. Like I know for me in most jobs, if you don't use your sick time or you don't use your vacation PTO balance, like you lose it essentially.
You lose it every new calendar
But
year.
in the government and a lot of municipal governments, the benefits packages are really strong because they have to find a way to retain workers or be competitive compensation wise.
Yeah.
So you can roll over like 270 like hours per year. in addition to what you make in that given year. So
Yeah.
after 3 years, you could hypothetically have like a very large PTO balance.
Like
And then they
someone
have to
could-
pay you out of your balance if you were to leave or retire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you could like literally never take a day off for like all your career or something like
And
that,
retire at
and then
35.
retire at 35, and then get
Have
paid for
20
like,
Maybe
Years
like
of-
50, but
yeah,
yeah.
But at 50, 35 probably too soon. But you retire at 50, and then you get paid like 10-year salary, like plus, like right there.
They're paying you 10-year salary, and then they're paying you half salary for your retirement
Yeah.
or something similar, right?
Yeah. Well, because then a lot of government officials make a pension
Yeah, it's
too.
like pensions. Which
Dude,
I don't-
pensions are getting a little scary. Though.
I don't know any companies that do pensions.
A lot of the pensions are like state stuff, but
Yeah.
they're all invested
No, I
in
mean,
like
yeah, I don't know
bonds
any
and things like
commercial
that
pensions.
they're sort of going a little wild right now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Damn. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
You should cut like most of the tax stuff
No,
out.
we're keeping everything, man. Everything
Damn.
stays in here. So we'll switch it back. Just
Yeah, what do we got?
I was like, we'll switch it over real quick. We'll throw an easy one in there. So this just happened 2 nights ago. I think it was. It was on a I think it was
Sunday,
Sunday
yeah.
night was the Oscars, and it's literally been all over the news. So people haven't seen it. Like it's so hard not to see it right now.
I
But-
have not seen it.
Okay, well there it is.
I've never seen it.
And we didn't see it either because
I didn't.
his
No one
family-
watched
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
No one watched the Oscars. But what I'm saying, it was all over the news like the next morning. Like you could not go on Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok.
Believe it or not, like I did not see
Really?
it. I didn't go on Snapchat and see it, or like Sarah literally had to tell me. You texted me.
Yeah,
Will Smith.
So
And then the next day or something, Sarah said, "Oh, did you see about Will Smith?" And Chris Rock, and I was like, "I have no clue what you're talking about." But
Yeah.
Benton sent me Will Smith, so I'm assuming this.
Yeah.
So pretty much Will
Tell him.
Smith at the Oscars with everyone there and stuff. Chris Rock comes on. It's like kind of in the beginning. Like it's like one of like the first like segments of awards. Maybe this first or second segment of awards. Chris Rock, comedian guy, comes on there. He's a comedian. He's roasting some people. He picks out this couple and roasts the guy, the husband and the wife, both of them. Everyone's laughing. Then he does it to Will Smith, and he roasts Will Smith and his wife. The joke he made about Will Smith and his wife was that, his wife, I forget what, Jaden Pickett Smith, whatever the hell her name is, she has alopecia. She just came out with it. She's been hiding it for a while, but pretty much all alopecia is just that you lose all your hair.
Which
due to
we thought,
stress.
by the way, that I guess she always had alopecia
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she's always worn her hair pretty short,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize that
She's worn
that means that you have
wigs.
no hair.
Yeah, she's worn wigs.
Yeah.
She's worn really short hair, but now she's like, fuck it, and she just
I guess
shaves
we
it.
never realized that it was.
So when we
She's
saw
been
her,
very vocal
when
about
I saw,
it, yeah.
saw her at the awards not having hair, at least to me, I didn't blink an eye at it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, like, she doesn't have hair. Like it literally didn't even register. So, but he made a joke about GI, whatever it is, like a movie character, like a super soldier like woman that shaves her head or something that's like in the military. He made a joke.
Well, because
saying
he
that.
played G.I. Joe, right?
He played some type of military thing as well.
And he was basically.
saying that like G.I. Joe 2 is coming out, like, and she's like, give me the
Yeah,
part,
yeah.
shaved her head. The camera's on them. Will Smith is like giggling, like he's like laughing. He's like, ha ha ha, and then you can see the wife like not really laughing that much. Like, she's not visibly like pissed.
She
but she's
rolled
like,
her
but she's
her
like,
eyes, I think, maybe. Yeah.
like that and stuff. And the camera goes right back to Chris Rock. I guess right when the camera went back to Chris Rock, Will like looked at his wife and realized that like she didn't like that, and immediately got pissed. Gets up, walks on stage, and slaps Chris Rock across the face.
Slaps him.
Slaps him, literally slaps him across the face.
I heard
And
that.
walks away, literally hits him because Chris Rock's like, oh god, and comes up and like slaps him, turns around and walks back, and he's like, he just sat down, and Chris Rock was like, you kidding me? Like, what the heck? Like, dude, it was just a joke. And
You
then,
can tell he's hurt though.
Chris is
Yeah.
like really shook. He actually is shook. And people are like laughing when he got hit and stuff. They're like, okay, it's skit. And then Will Smith is like, literally says, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And he yells that.
Twice, right?
Yeah, so he yells it, and he's like, okay, dude, I will. Like, calm down. And then he says it again. It was just a joke. And then he says, like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Like, he like emphasized it, like heavy on fuck out of your fucking mouth. And like everyone's face is just like shocked. Like, it's dead silence. And that's when Chris Rock was just like, oh Jesus, okay. And it's just dead silence in there. And he just goes, well, that was the greatest moment of television history right there. Like keeps like going and stuff. But
Damn.
yeah, it was insane. And then like after that segment, commercial break happens, and you see Denzel Washington and one other guy comes over to Will Smith, and Will Smith's like crying now or something like that and stuff, like, or is wiping away tears. And an hour later, Will Smith wins the Oscar for just like
Best actor.
Best actor for the Serena
King Richard.
Yeah, the tennis players.
Yeah. No.
Serena Williams and Venus.
Playing as their father.
Their father.
Yeah.
And he wins that and stuff. He gets up there. He's like crying, and he's like, "I want to apologize to the Academy, the nominees, and stuff like that." Doesn't apologize to Chris Rock and stuff. And he's like, "Denzel Washington told me, be careful, because it's when you're at the top is when the devil comes for you," and stuff. And he's like crying, and next thing, he doesn't apologize to Chris Rock. And then after the show, you see him at after parties dancing with his award show like nothing fucking happened or anything. But Chris Rock is apparently, he already said he's not pressing charges, because everyone was like, "Hey, like, you can't press charges." And he's like, "No, I know, like, I definitely can, but I'm not," and stuff.
Yeah.
And he finally came up today, 2 days later, with an apology to Chris Rock about it
Yeah.
and stuff. But it was fucking insane, dude.
That's pretty crazy.
It was all over the news. Just literally slapping him across the face.
Which I think is like a little unfortunate for him. Like, my reaction first was like, wow, this is really cringy. But then also being like, wow, this is really unfortunate for him, because the headline is going to be like, Will Smith slaps Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Not that Will Smith actually won an Oscar for Best Actor. Yeah, but just...
So I wish...
that makes sense.
I'll see if I can find a quick clip to show you, because I want to...
I feel like I might be remembering it wrong, but I feel like Sarah told me that he punched him.
Everyone thought it was a punch, but if they had like another angle...
A slow-mo?
And yeah, you can see that it's an open hand slap across his face. And I want to see if I can play a video of it, just so you can see like real time of it. But I'm worried that they're not gonna have like the cussing in there, because
The Guardian, I think they did.
you can hear him say on live TV. You heard him say the first fuck, like that line. But then when he started screaming again, he turned off.
They were like,
they-
all right,
they
we're
cut
ready
the-
for this
We want
one.
two fucks.
They cut the audio. So
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
close your eyes.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow.
I just get fucking like do a breakdown and shit.
Dang. That one.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんで
God damn it.
There's
fucking
yeah,
Koreans and shit, but-
translation.
But yeah,
Translation.
yeah, it's an actual hit,
Yeah.
and he's just screaming like keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth, like wow.
It's funny because, like you said, like he was sort of laughing.
Yeah, he was the camera has
And
him
then-
laughing, and then
Yeah, I
it pans
see what
off,
you
and then he
see.
just literally comes up there. So everyone at first thought it was a skit,
Yeah.
but then after the second line when he screamed again, everyone was like, okay, this is if this is a skit, it sucks now because this is like way too serious.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
yeah, crazy stuff.
Leave it to
there.
Hollywood.
I know. So, I don't know. There was a lot of back and forth of, was that okay for Will to do? Because there were some people defending because he's like, oh, he was defending his wife. They're like, well, like, yeah, he's defending his wife by committing assault. Like, do we think that's the best thing? Maybe.
I saw Tiffany Haddish though in a post Oscars interview at the Vanity Fair party, and she was like, Jada better put in work that night though. Like, I mean at the same time, like, I kind of like, I'm like, wow, he's defending her like in such a passionate way, but at the same time it's violence. It's just never the right avenue ever.
If violence is the right answer, it shouldn't be on national fucking television in front of
live
1,000 people.
television.
Go
yeah.
behind the stage and do it really
No,
quick.
you hype up a boxing match. We already learned this from Jake Paul
Yeah.
and
All the Paul
Logan
brothers.
Paul.
Yeah.
You hype up a boxing match and
Millions.
you just duke it
You
out.
make millions from
And
it.
people love it.
Yeah.
People just want to see people fight over fake beef.
And it's not career ending.
Exactly.
It's not career
It
ending
would make you a lot more money.
at all. But, yeah, I don't know. It was just crazy to see that. But I feel it was literally all over every single like news channel. And
Yeah,
every
I'm
single,
surprised I
thing.
didn't see it because I'll be honest. Sometimes I go on Snapchat and then the Daily Mail's right there.
That's where it's Daily Mail. It was on
Daily
Daily Mail
Mail.
today.
And
or
I'm
something
like,
that.
all right, we got to see
All
what's
of it.
popping in the tabloids today.
Love
This
me
way I
some Daily
can
Mail.
keep up with Sarah.
Yeah, true.
You know.
So we'll give a now, I guess, a little update from last week's episode on my Jeep. Jeep has been found. It's been recovered. Did you see did I send all the photos in the group?
Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this whole situation?
Like, I mean, they for real hit up every convenience store in the Tidewater area. Like, Sheetz bag, Wawa bag, Subway bag.
do you think it's like weird how they seem to have like known to go to this car to like get it out? I don't know. It just seems like
Well, so you parked where? In
I parked-
your work garage?
Parked in my work garage where I parked the same spot for the past 3 years. And it's a single spot next to a wall, so no one can park next to me on this side. And there's a staircase right here, so no one can park to me on this side. So I'm literally
Yeah.
just me. But I didn't realize, one, there's no camera right there.
Yeah, so they're going to want to, like, get in between a car or some sort of wall so they can't be seen by someone that's just
Yeah.
walking
But I
through the
just feel like-
garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that like a Jeep, a soft top that can get in easy, so that's like an easy
That's
target
fine,
to start.
But I thought you had a
But-
hard top.
No, it's
No.
But also, they were only in the parking garage for like less than an hour. Like, I feel like they had to have almost gone straight to his car
They did.
and just
They
like
literally went straight
yeah,
to my fucking car.
straight to his car.
It was like planned.
And you
Yeah.
didn't have, like, what is it, like, push to start or
No.
anything? Because I heard they have these, like, remotes now.
Where they can like hack over
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, essentially.
No, I don't have one of those. And like I said, still don't know how they started it because when we recovered it, my key wasn't like, there wasn't a key in there.
But you said
and-
you weren't even sure if there was a key in there.
Yeah, I don't think there was a key in there. And when we recovered it, there wasn't a key in there. There were 6 other car keys for 6 other cars in there, but not mine.
Yeah.
But and there weren't any like wiring like rips and tears and stuff like that. So
That's strange. My cousin, she's a state trooper, and she had said that she's seen times where people will get the VIN number, go to different body shops or like dealers and just give them the VIN, and they don't really ask for any identification whether that's your car or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there's
I'd
ways-
steal your car.
Like
Thanks.
most of the time
That's
at
nice.
those places, they'll be like, "All right, like let me see your registration
Yeah.
or something," so that then they'll make it for you.
That's just so wild, though, how you saw it on the
Tape.
Virginia Beach Facebook group, and someone was like, all right, slow down. You're going up the overpass or ramp the wrong direction, 80 miles an hour. Slow down. That's like so wild. Someone caught it on their dash cam.
yeah, and then posted it, and then everyone was commenting, and then someone just goes, I
Wait
think
a
that's
second.
Benton's car that got stolen,
Yeah.
and then everyone started tagging me. I was like, oh fuck, yeah, that is nice.
Power of social
He
media.
saw
but, yeah.
that before the cops
Before
called.
cops called
For
me.
real, yeah. You're
Yeah,
like
literally.
giving them
I
the
saw
tips.
that,
You're
and
like, hey cops, by the way, I have some
I
inside
saw it,
deeds.
and then 30 minutes later, after I saw it, cops called me like, "Hey, like, just it was in a cop chase and stuff like that." I go, "Yeah, I know." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's in my Facebook page." Like, I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, man."
And that is insane.
I'm like, "Yeah, Jeep life."
Well, we were on the phone. I was like going for a walk, my yoga mom walk, like up a hill. And he was like, oh shit, like I think someone literally tagged me on a video on Facebook. Like, I gotta go. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna like listen to
Yeah,
like my
dude, we
lo-fi
were talking.
playlist now.
We were talking on the phone. And I was like, "Dude, I think my fucking car is on Facebook. It's in a chase. Like,
It's
what
crazy.
the
Like
hell? I gotta go." And I hang up.
It was like Portuguese
the power
lo-fi,
to
here we
spread
come.
information like that. Like if you just
Yeah.
have a few extra eyes looking for
If
something.
everyone just had dash cams,
Teslas are the
they have
key.
really cool ones. They have like 360.
I bet if
literally
everyone
everything.
was driving a
In the
Tesla,
car?
all 360 outside the car, everything. You see all angles.
Yeah, not in the car.
No.
if everyone was
Unless
driving a
you're into
Tesla, we
that.
could have an automatically updated Google Maps satellite view.
I also
How
heard
crazy is that?
that Teslas, they heat themselves up so they don't like accumulate snow and ice on the car
I think it's also to help the battery.
Yeah, it's
and
probably
battery.
better, 'cause if
So
it's too
I'm
cold, the
basically
battery
saying you need to get a
dies.
Tesla next.
Dude, I can't. The insurance is so expensive on a Tesla, dude.
Yeah, 25 degenerate male.
Pretty much like imagine a Tesla like an iPhone where
But
like
I see like all of these white girls driving Teslas. Are they influencers?
I guess if I was
They have an OnlyFans or a daddy or
Yeah.
both.
yeah.
Or
You know.
both?
But like pretty much, if you get a Tesla and you like back into a like another car, like a pole or something like that, it's instantly totaled. Because it's just like one big like shell, like logo, like Lego piece. So if you hit it,
But
the frames like
Odd
bend, like,
flex though, like
dude.
have Chubb riding around in that.
It would be nice, yeah. I would love to, but
Yeah, literally put me in the leather seat. I'll be wet. Like, I mean,
but I'm at the point now. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, give me a minivan. Give
but
me
are you
something.
gonna like? Let's say hypothetically, you were to get another same car you had or a 4Runner. Like that's the same cost as a Tesla, right? Or no?
Yeah,
For the car
roughly, yeah.
itself.
Yeah, I could probably get a Tesla Model like 3 for like 40 grand now.
Yeah. And a 4Runner is like 45.
Or-
Yeah.
50.
No.
Or
Yeah,
I
I
can
would-
buy
expensive.
I can buy the 2021 Tesla Model S Plaid with 1,000 miles on
You would
it.
want the long range though, right? From
Yeah,
CarMax,
it's-
so you could go
no,
like
it's
250
it's the
plus.
long range. It's the long range. It's the highest model. 142,000.
$142,000.
Is that
You
insane?
best
No miles.
believe
Is that
when
no,
Bitcoin
1,000 miles on it, and it cost $142,000. It's the Plaid model.
Is that CarMax?
Yeah, it's like the newest model and stuff like that. Like, yeah, fucking.
when Bitcoin
steering
goes
wheel.
parabolic, I am absolutely gonna get the Tesla solar roof, a
That's
Tesla,
$142,000.
Yeah, it's like the
a
newest one. And
Tesla
everything.
battery wall, and then a Tesla.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be charging that bad boy on solar energy.
If I put down 30,000 on it, my monthly payments are only $1,700.
You can lease it.
More than your mortgage.
Yeah, slight work. Slight work.
It's only a few contracts a week.
yeah. I just need to lock up like at least like 3 starts a week, and I'll be fine. I'll be
That's
golden.
pressure.
I'll be golden.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
That is pressure.
I'll be just living in my car.
Yeah, okay, so maybe it's not smart to get a Tesla then.
No,
Well, not that one. That's
obviously not
140
that one.
grand.
Not that one.
But no,
yeah.
I can get a used one with like 70,000 miles on it for probably like around 40K.
Does mileage matter when you have...
I think there is
Yeah.
a battery life on it. Like I think they can only go like
It's guaranteed to degrade at like better than I think 2% or something like that
Yeah.
a year, but
it,
they do degrade.
yeah, it's
like,
gonna start
over time.
degrading and stuff like that. And then
But there's
eventually-
no maintenance. There's no oil change. There's no.
Yeah, my
like,
mom asked in a Tesla, how much is the oil change? And I looked at her and I said, this is where I get my lack of brain cells from. Actually, shout out, Mom. You're really, really smart. I love you. But, like, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, there's no
It's just
oil.
two trunks.
There's no lube in here.
This does
No.
this does make me think of a video. This guy on YouTube named Russ Creations.
Uh-huh.
I've showed you before down in Florida where he bought a Tesla and then got a guy to put an engine in it, a full blown engine inside of it, oil and all. So then he goes to a body shop or like not body shop, but oil place. He's like, yeah, can I get an oil change? They're like, no, they don't. This is Tesla. They don't take oil change. He's like, no, I just want to get an oil change. He's like, no, like, I don't think you get it, man.
I physically cannot.
I don't think you get it, man. Like, there is no oil in this car. It's like, well, I might check the fuel pump or something. It's like, what do you call it? The fuel pump, like. The guy he like dresses like as like a nerd, glasses, like weirdo, like creep, or like doesn't know. He's just so funny.
He's like,
And
It's like the guy on the treadmill.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the mechanic finally just goes, like, all right, sure, I'll change the oil on it, buddy. And then he pulls it in, and he's like, son of a bitch, there's a whole engine in this car. Like, what the heck?
he's like so confused.
And he changes it, and he's like, hey, man, like, where'd you buy this? Or did you do this? Like, yeah, man, it's a all-electric car. Got off the dealership, a couple months ago. They're like, all-electric? You're like, yeah. He goes, you don't have to fill up for gas? Like, no, I've never put gas in it.
And they're like, how the
And then,
hell?
like, after he's like, hey, man, I'm just fucking with you. Like, I'm just messing with you. Like, camera over there, and stuff. They're like, oh, my God. Like,
But he like legit goes and gets people. It's not like some fake shit.
no, it's
like
so
he literally
funny.
goes to ordinary ass places.
Like, he'll go to that car place, and he'll, before they get there, they'll get the boss. And they're like, hey, can we come to your place, pull a prank on one of your, like, mechanic guys and stuff. Like, we'll show your business, stuff like that. You get some publicity for your business.
They're like,
And
hell yeah, I want to
like,
fire someone today. Yeah.
I was like, we'll bring in and pull the prank on this guy and stuff. They're like, all right, cool. So, no, but he's a funny guy. Ross Creations, he's down in Florida.
And Floridians are wild.
Yeah,
They'll
Florida
do
people
anything.
are fucking crazy.
Wait,
of
do you
course.
think Benton has the male bob?
What's Bob?
Like the male bob haircut?
Bob.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
I
like
know,
very...
like a bob is like for a girl a haircut like
I
this.
feel like Benton has the male bob.
My hair's not that long.
That's what I'm saying.
He
It's
used
like
to have the
very-
male
I
bob.
know,
No,
the flop.
I've
the
shown
flow.
the flow.
Colin's
I saw you
bowl
with the
cut used to be
flow.
on point.
Dude, Colin used to help. We had a guy in high school with us who had a bowl cut that was just like thick and like
It was like
stiff.
this. I mean, that bitch was like
It was professional. It was professional bowl cut. Like my guy. Just
What is the
like,
kid from iCarly? Ned.
Neville? Yeah.
Neville?
Yeah.
Neville.
Neville.
The haberdasher
Yeah.
kid.
And,
Yeah.
Or
what's
coconut head.
But
from
what do
Miss
you ask
Cosby.
for on the
Tapenade.
sides?
Yeah. Huh?
What do you ask for on the sides?
Nothing. This is all clippers.
Okay.
This is all scissors.
What do you ask for on the sides? One?
Negative.
He
Like,
does him. This is him.
take the skin off.
He does it himself.
Oh, you do
Yeah,
that.
my wife does it. My wife
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah, good.
Sarah.
I'm
Shout
just like,
out
that's
Sarah.
already
Shout out
getting back,
Sarah. Barber.
Yeah, I need to cut this. This stuff's dead. But
What are you going to rock for the wedding? Summer plans.
Oh. I guess
That's
we
the
can
next
transition.
item.
braid.
So
I
yeah,
think
we'll
braid.
finish up on Jeep updates. We found it. It was fucking trash. All to the nines on the inside. Not too much
Demi
damage on
did
the
black
outside.
tar in the back seat.
There was weed, there was
So
coke,
much
there was
trash.
tampons, there was condoms, there was literally money, there was
Bullets.
people's credit cards, bullets, there was people's
truffle
IDs,
butter.
Plates.
Truffle butter was
Truffle
all in there.
butter.
So just some alcohol, like anything.
I'm pretty sure a whole family was
Yeah,
living in there.
someone was living in it. They put in 4 days. They put
Arrivederci.
4
Yeah.
days. They put 1,000 miles on it. Just to give you retrospect like that. They were drug
They
running
filled
all
up
over
3
Hampton Roads.
times.
Filled
They
up
paid
3
like
times.
$70
They
for gas 3
bro,
times.
Which is nice because he filled up for gas,
Yeah,
right?
I
So they-
also left them with a full tank of gas when they fucking got it first. They filled up 3 other times, so they definitely spent over $200 on fuel. I can tell you that.
that they stole from other people.
Yeah, and the money they were paying for was by stolen credit cards and stuff like that. But it was crazy. We're still dealing with insurance. Well, insurance, we're taking it. It's going to a repair shop. It probably won't be fixed till 3 or 4 months from now, to be honest. Soft top, trim, headlights, carpet, new seat, and all this like stuff because they didn't total it. They said for all the parts, it's going to take about 3 to 4 months. I said, okay.
So what's your insurance going to do about that?
I don't know. We got another call like set up this week about it and stuff because they said they would give me a rental for $900. But I'm like, okay, well, Enterprise is $100 a day, so you're giving me a rental for 9 days.
They were just like one just staying at a time, like.
But I don't know.
You listen to Jordan Sparks. One step at a time.
That makes me
Sorry, they're just like one just staying at a time. We'll get back to you in 4 months.
Dude, say burn holes all like in the.
You're not gonna keep it though, right?
No,
I couldn't. Yeah.
No,
I would have to sell it.
Yeah.
I was either hoping they would total it, give me a good price for it, but now they're gonna pay to fix it all up, make it brand new and everything, and then I'm just gonna turn around and sell it right there on the spot. I'm just gonna sell it to the person that's fixing it up, and I'm gonna get a price from CarMax and a price from like one other place.
You're gonna want to go to CarMax.
Yeah, I'm gonna do CarMax, Carvana, and
You're gonna have the Kelly Blue Book.
CarMax will
print
give
out.
you the most amount of money for that car. Is
You
what I'm
think?
telling you.
Okay.
No, 100%. You can go to any other dealership around, and you'll
because it's getting fixed at a dealership where I actually bought the Jeep from originally.
Well, seriously, there's places that are like, we don't know how CarMax
It's in business.
gives them that much money because like no one can compete.
Their profits
No
are like
doubt.
$5,000 a car.
Yeah, like they just literally are like, you say, oh, I got a better price from CarMax. They're like, oh, we can't compete, so you might as well go there.
Okay. Well, I already told the dealership.
It's pretty wild.
I told the dealership today, I was like, hey, Jeep's getting dropped off. It's going to get fixed up and stuff like that. Y'all going to do it. I brought you business. You're welcome on that. Just so you know, after it's all done, I'm going to sell it. So if you want to give me a quote at the end, be prepared for that because I also am going to CarMax to get a quote. And they're like,
You know
okay.
what would be really cool? Just kind of piggybacking off of what. If we take the Jeep once it's fixed up and we
fucking
drive
plow
to the
into
beach
and put it in the
and
sand.
we just blow that motherfucker up and we just have a bonfire. We have the Native
yeah.
American shaman come out.
$30,000 bonfire.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll
Let's
make
cook
it. We'll make it an event. Sell tickets.
Well, that's what I was gonna
Sell
say.
T-shirts. Merch.
If we can
Merch.
raise $30,000, then we'll do it.
Then I'll literally blow that shit up to pieces. We'll take out to Suffolk to the farm there. We'll fill that bad boy with like pounds of tannerite.
Pound of tannerite.
No, we'll just have one
Pounds
of these
tannerite.
jets that fly over and say, "We know you're going to the no-fly
Just
zone."
drop
I'll
it.
literally just drop
Just
it.
drop something. Just destroy
Just
it.
drop something.
Yeah, Steven's always like, dude, these jets are so loud. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Well, I told him it's the end of the
So
month, so they're
loud.
also burning like everything right now. Like,
Yeah, that's true too. But also, like, since we have gotten a new president, there has been increased military activity here. 100%. Like, I'll hear machine guns going off from Dam Neck. And these are like some big, like,
Heavy duty.
anti-aircraft, like, artillery going off. I can hear it from my house, which is like 4 miles from the beach where they're doing it. It's like boof, 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 boof.
Whoa.
Jets,
50
helicopters,
cals. Boom,
old,
boom, boom, boom,
like the
boom.
old planes too, like things for like dog fights. You know what I'm saying? Like small
Yeah.
planes, they fly them all the time too. Like
war's coming, Steven. You best be
they,
ready for
they,
it.
they got
I'm not gonna make
everything
it
going.
far.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna make it far.
speaking
Yeah.
about war and stuff, and made you think about guns. Other thing about the Jeep, I did get my gun back. My gun was
Yeah.
was in the safe, and I got my gun. That's like probably the best news
Yeah.
out of the Jeep being stolen. I was
Yeah.
really happy about that. I was worried. So
What else we got?
summer plans. This
Oh, yeah.
question comes
Yeah,
from
what's going on this summer?
question comes from
Yeah, I
Joe.
feel like-
Joe Vaughn. Obviously, summer plans.
What's happening?
For
I
me,
don't
would
know
be
what
get married. That's my summer plans.
summer? Yeah.
Get married in June 25th.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's happening.
You're in the wedding.
Yeah.
You better
Mhm.
know it.
Yeah, duh.
When's that? June what?
June 25th.
25th.
Steven's.
Is that a Wednesday?
Steven's. I guess if I'm number one, Steven's number 3 in line. So it'd be me, and then you.
That's sexy. I
And
have a
then
3
We're next to
tat.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna smack your ass. I'm joking.
No, you will.
That's
I'm not
funny.
really there on the line, you know.
No, you will.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, I was like,
Next
yeah,
topic.
get married, and try not to get fired at work. That's my sort of
I don't
plan.
think you get fired.
Nah, it's like impossible.
It's like
It's like
impossible.
impossible. We're talking about.
Call tomorrow. Hey
Dude.
Ben, we're gonna have to let you go, man. You're just earning too much money
Yeah.
for us.
Steven was telling me about a coworker of his that needs to be let go.
Yeah, we're not saying the firm I'm representing, but
Yeah, no. There's a person.
one person that
There's a guy or girl or guy.
It depends
or
how they identify.
non-binary.
Or non-binary.
We represent all.
All genders here.
Yep, all identities. Just not
She
great.
just needs to get let go.
Well, yeah, you gave the pronoun away, but
Oh crap! Damn it.
that singles it down to about half, 40%. But yeah, just not great. Just not
God.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting married. this
Getting
summer.
married. Maybe get a tat.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Maybe get a tat.
Didn't you get a lip tat?
Oh, is that still there?
Is it all gone?
I have a few tats
Can we
now.
Can we see your lip tat? I haven't seen
I
it
haven't
in
seen it.
years.
I haven't shown my mom yet.
Wow,
Oh, it's
it's
not bad.
actually like still there, like pretty all intact.
Yeah.
Show the
That
camera.
Hi.
that tattoo guy told you what? How long it would last?
He was like, "This is not gonna last long at all." I was like, not going that deep, and like, if you are a in quote heavy drinker, this will not last long
Acidic
at all.
drinker, especially
and
orange juice,
That's like,
tequila.
yeah, orange juice, you know, non-alcoholic, and yeah, it's been here for what, 3, 4?
No, it's
4
been here for
5
almost
years.
5
years?
That
to
looks pretty
6.
Yeah.
defined.
You got it freshman year, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No,
You got it
sophomore.
sophomore year because you got it with Ben.
Yeah.
You got that sophomore year, and we've been out of college for almost 3 years now.
Yeah,
So
so,
it's for
I
6
think
years.
any tattoos last. When people say they're gonna fade, I think they still last because I got a stick and poke tattoo, and that thing is still
Is that
very
still
much there. Yeah, I like see it, and I'm like, I thought it was gone, but it's still there.
Alien, right?
Alien.
Around his took
So I have
his.
4 tats now.
So okay, so
I
you
can take my pants off. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got an alien tat, stick and poke on his butt. He's got Kappa Sig letters on the inside of his lip. And you want to explain what the one is on your arm?
I have a Roman numeral 3 because I'm a triplet, born third. 3 is my lucky number, and then I recently just got a butterfly
On his
on my
thigh.
thigh. Yeah.
This one and this one.
Left
Yeah,
thigh.
left thigh.
Yeah,
How
and we
high?
realized it was kind of
Like mid.
it's a little uneven.
Nah, it's
not a little bit.
Like one wing's a little bit higher than the other, but I think it's like no butterfly wings are perfect. You know, they're all symmetrical.
Exactly.
I think they're supposed to be.
Nah, it's
No,
nature, man. It's
they're
nature.
chill.
It's
They're
nature.
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who would have known? Like I learned earlier, this totally unrelated, but that plants have balls.
Basically.
Plants have balls. Like in size matters in the flora kingdom. Like who knew?
Oh yeah.
This matters.
You got to be ready for breeding.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knew?
But yeah, so
Anyway.
Steven, like you said, we'll talk a little bit more about Steven. But
No.
yeah,
Mhm,
we have
okay.
to. We have to. You're our guest. Roman numeral 3. He's a triplet. How did you become a triplet, though? I always find this fascinating.
Oh, I'm a petri dish baby. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Petri dish baby. What's the medical term?
Okay, so it's called in vitro fertilization.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
What?
Is this getting recorded?
Yes,
This is all recorded.
Yes,
wow.
it's all recorded. But
I'm
it's
embarrassed.
okay.
I'm nervous.
No, it's in vitro.
So my dad is in a wheelchair, so we like to say that there's a transportation issue.
Oh.
So
I didn't know we were gonna go this deep. I thought we were just gonna talk about just the in
well,
vitro
how can you not
process.
go that deep and then it's always deep.
Okay, fine.
It's
But
gotta be deep.
it's always deep, but so yeah, I was made in a petri dish.
5 eggs, right?
5 eggs. We Title IX'd one of them. Or no, that's the wrong terminology. Sorry.
No, that's the right terminology.
One of them. No, sorry. Two
of
of the eggs was not biologically possible. So we
Terminated.
they weren't strong eggs. They weren't great. And back then you could have done that. So well, anyway, so we put 3 eggs in, and one of them developed into me, and then the other 2 are degenerates. So the other 2 developed as
Lord.
well.
And that means non-identical.
Non-identical.
Yep.
People say I look like my sister. His aunt asked if my sister was attractive. I was like, I don't know how to answer this, but we kind of look similar, so I look like my sister, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but
You don't look
I
that
look like
similar.
Ellen, yeah.
You don't look that similar, but out of the three, if I was to say who's related to who, like the most, it would be you and your sister.
Well, Jude
No.
looks like my brother looks like a gypsy baby. Like he was literally like trafficked through Europe,
Yeah.
and
100%.
Oh gosh.
he doesn't look anything like. Well, because my dad is like fair skinned, blue eyed, blonde hair, very Aryan. The family tree is missing from the 30s and the 40s. My
Wait, what?
You don't
my
get
mom
Wait.
my mom
I'm
is
sorry, I
like
spaced out there. What'd you say?
sorry, it's actually my mom's side, but
it. The 30s and the 40s is
All right.
like missing.
world history. We're about to enter World War III. What was in the 30s and the 40s?
Some great military powers.
Yeah,
One of them had a fake.
Yeah.
message.
Yeah, let's bleep half of this out.
Oh my
All of
gosh.
this out.
You're German?
Shout out to Zaleski. Yeah.
People that are blonde hair,
Yeah.
blue eyes are basically.
I'm German.
Aryan.
I'm full blood
Not
German.
okay,
You're
so that's like a
full-blown
misconception.
Yeah,
German.
I am.
Yeah, not all
Yeah,
Germans
yeah.
are blonde
No,
hair,
that's true.
blue eyed, but it was like the Aryan, like perfect German was
Yeah,
like blonde
yeah.
hair, blue eyed type thing.
Hitler's
Anyway,
German.
and then my mom's
Hitler
very
wasn't-
like dark. My mom kind of looks like you, like dark olive
Yeah, yeah.
skin, dark eyes. So my brother looks more
like-
like my mom,
yeah,
and
true.
my sister and I look more like my dad,
Yeah.
like Aryan. Anyway.
Jesus. All right, but yeah, and
So wrong.
Everyone's same age, obviously, and they are. What you're here? Where are they located? They
Were your parents excited to have 3 kids all at once, or were they like, we sort of just?
I think
wanted
they were
one?
overwhelmed.
Was it just like
Yeah.
I wonder. I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like,
It's
So
one
what are you
thing- I
guys
feel
gonna
like
do
it's
with the
one
other
thing to
two?
have- It's one thing to have like 3 kids and then 3 at the same time when you're new parents. You know what I mean? I
exactly.
can only imagine like how stressful that was for them. But sister is at
They
home
did
with
a
my
great
dad.
job.
yeah.
They
At
did a
least on
great
you.
job.
You're obviously number
They
one.
raised a B- student. Yeah, they did a great job.
An accountant.
A
Yeah,
a
an
C-
accountant,
CPA.
a CPA in the nation's capital.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Great
We're
student.
not going to undersell that. That's awesome.
And then my brother lives in Baltimore and has steak and poke tattoos.
Hey,
Jude. I love
Jude.
that. Yeah, I love me
That's
some
what we
Jude.
need.
Shout out to Jude. Love you. You're
Yeah.
in St. Fran. Love you. Still there now.
But yeah, damn. Well, I guess also just to kind of talk a little bit more about Steven, just about with us. Steven and I, like I said, we met freshman year.
You're proud
And-
members of the.
What? Wait, where are you going with this one?
Where you already know.
Okay, well, no, I don't.
No,
know.
you're not. Okay.
Okay, I'm
skip.
maybe lost on that one. But I was gonna say, met freshman year, and then we roomed sophomore year, and
Saw
then
a demon.
saw a demon in our room.
Yeah, had it.
Steven moved out, became
yeah.
the RA of the hall, like 3 doors down, and then sophomore year, we
saw a
did-
demon.
no sophomore,
Yeah, we had electric candle.
But what was junior year? Were you RA?
No,
No, you were
I
abroad.
lived in the house and then I went abroad. Yeah, and everyone talked shit
Steve,
about me.
junior
yeah.
year, Steve lived at the frat house, and then went abroad to where?
Scotland. Yeah.
Scotland. Did
Yeah.
a semester abroad in Scotland, and then we roomed together
Did
our
you wear a
last year.
kilt?
I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
How was Scotland? How was
How do you even
how-
consider that?
I'll-
Going
So
I
much
guess
fun,
I'll
but I
ask
do
you
have my
this.
tartan. I do have my family tartan.
Okay, I'll ask
Mackay
you this:
clan reppin'.
Do you
Scotland?
would you do anything different? Like, would you still do Scotland, or would you rather pick another place, or not? Do
No,
it?
I mean I absolutely love Scotland because it was so easy. Like obviously everyone speaks English like a little differently, but they all speak English and it's just very very green, very outdoorsy. I don't know. It was and you can still like travel everywhere. So it's not like
getting on a train and like going places.
yeah,
like,
you can
hella
get
cheap.
like an $11 flight to Amsterdam. You can get
Like-
like a $10 flight to London. You can still get everywhere, like in the main continent. And it's
understand
such a
why our
culturally
flights are
rich city. I loved it. Yeah,
like that.
Communism.
I saw the same flight to Amsterdam, and it was like $9, and I was like,
A plane
$11. That's like my cutoff. Like I'll spend the $2 extra and go to Amsterdam that way.
How much is first class?
So a lot of like the cheap flights don't have first class, but if you want to like upgrade to like premium legroom, which is like just a normal car seat, it'll be like $30 or something.
That's insane. That's
$30.
That's how much like your luggage would cost.
But it's
add a bag.
always the flights that are like Tuesdays at 10:30 at night or
Yeah.
4 in the morning.
That's like the
always
worst.
the
not prime time or anything.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get
But
it.
when I flew to Amsterdam, they were like, okay, everyone needs to turn all their phones off. We need everyone to sit on the wings of the plane so we can balance out the weight.
I've been like,
fog
I'm
was
good,
like-
boss. I'm getting off.
The fog was so dense, you couldn't even see. Like, I was on the tarmac and I had my hand in front of my face and I couldn't even see my hand. And I was like, this cannot be safe. Like, this is breaking so many what is it? FAA rules right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is like 737 Max. Like, this is like so many rule breaks right here. And then I'm like, there's no rules in other countries, so we're gonna send
Whatever.
it. But and
We're
then I
gonna
showed up.
Send it.
I showed up in Amsterdam. I was tired. Joe, I sent him to the what is it called? The like center of Amsterdam. It was like the heart of Amsterdam hotel. And I show
Red light
up.
district.
Well, so I didn't. So I show up on the train. It's late at night. I get off. I'm walking through. I see all these like lights, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a city center. Let's go. We're here," you know. And I text my mom, and I'm like, "I'm in Amsterdam. Look at me. Like I'm like chilling." And then I come up to the street, and there's like all these women. Like it's like not. People don't realize, like, the red light district is not one street. Like, it's multiple streets, and then it's, like, multiple stories high. So it's not, like, one little...
Like one block.
It's not one block. It's like, multiple blocks, and then
It's a section.
It's literally a section of the city. So I show up, and all these women are wearing, like, very nice latex, and they're very beautiful, and they're, like, tapping on the glass, and they're like, we like your bag, we like your... And they're just being nice, you know, like, doing their job. And I was like, oh, these... I was like texting my dad. And my mom. I'm like, this city is great. My mom posted it on Facebook. I was like, the city is great. I love it here. The people are so nice. Like, it's beautiful. And then I was like, and then I texted him, oh, I'm in the red light district, mom and dad. You know, it's chill. And then my dad just says, make good choices. Chill. And then I see Joe, and Joe's like, what the? Like, you literally booked a hotel, like, in the red light district. And I was like,
Yeah,
it said it was in the city center. What are you complaining about, Joe?
That is so funny.
Dude, I remember getting a picture of Steven and Joe sitting on the riverbank, like whatever it is. You got your beanie on. Joe's probably got a beanie on or something like that. And y'all just like smoking a spliff.
We went to the Guinness factory, and they're like, there was like a ride, and it was just like, you sit in this room, and there's like LED boards everywhere, and they're like putting like Donkey Kong and like animals just like all around you, and they're like, do not get on the ride if you're on drugs. Like, do not get on it. Like, this will freak you out.
Because weed is legal there.
This will freak you out. And then they ask us, they're like, are you good to go on this ride? And we're like, yeah, no, we're good. And it was the most terrifying thing in my life. I think I shit my pants.
I don't know about this. I've never heard this one.
Yeah, I like ran. There was like a museum afterwards. I'm like running through the museum. There's like one stall. Some man is like blowing it up with corn. And I just like annihilate that shit. And then they gave us a free beer.
Jeez.
Dude, it was
No rules in other countries. I'm telling you, no
No
rules.
rules.
Absolutely no rules.
That's pretty wild.
yeah.
It's fun. Good time.
But so all right. So then
Sorry.
Scotland is you no regrets with that one.
Absolutely love it. Love Scotland.
Where was Joe?
Rep
Edinburgh?
Scott. He was in Ireland.
Ireland. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Love Ireland. He was in Cork. I was in Edinburgh. It's
You're
a
in
little
Edinburgh,
little propeller plane across. Also thought I was gonna die on that flight. The woman, the attendant in the car was flying everywhere. And the plane would drop like 50 feet at a time, and it was in the
That's
clouds.
my favorite. I love
Was-
the drop.
So scary. It was on a propeller plane. And then on the way back, we celebrated St. Paddy's Day in Dublin. So when I was coming back, it was like we got to Dublin to celebrate St. Paddy's Day like on a Thursday morning at like 6 a.m. Got to the bar at like 8:30. We're out until like 3:30 the next morning. Caught the bus back to Dublin to Cork, which is like an hour and a half bus ride, 2-hour bus ride. back at like 5 a.m. I got in the shower for 30 minutes. Joe put my stuff in a bag. I got on a plane at 7 a.m. in the morning. Got back to Edinburgh at 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock. Was in an Uber at 8:01, 8:02, in my bed by 9 a.m. It was like such the biggest Mongolian clusterfuck in the world. You know, like Mulan, she like looks and there's like the Mongolians coming and they're like chopping heads off.
Yeah.
Like that was my brain at that point.
That's crazy.
And you're taking classes. You're studying abroad, so you're taking classes over there.
And they were like, you just need to get a 40% to pass. And I looked at them and I said, I need to get 6 questions out of 10 correct. Chill. No, four questions. I need to get 4 questions out of 10 correct. Chill. All right. So if you look at my notes on my computer, thanks mom and dad for paying for 40 grand of education. But because you pay the American rate when you go over there, and then they make so much money when they come over here. But you look at my notes, it's literally weeks 1, 2, and 3, and then it's like week 12 final review.
Final. Bro, so I called Steven beginning of the semester. I remember this pretty vividly. I called Steven because I just wanted to check in, see how he was doing. And he's like, yeah, I'm just making some breakfast, like cooking chicken or something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, like, how are, your classes? And it's literally the first week. And he goes, oh, I skipped them all. Like, what? He's like, yeah, no, I skipped the first. He's like, yeah, I skipped the first day of class. I'm like, you skipped the first day? He's like, yeah, I just, oh god, I wasn't feeling that. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, absolutely not feeling that.
That is funny.
No, well, it was like go to Venice, learn. Which one? I don't know. Like, and then they also they love to go out on Tuesdays. Like Tuesdays was the big thing.
Go out on Tuesdays, bro. You were out every night.
Trash Tuesdays was like the big thing because no one had class on Wednesday
Thursday
or no one went.
Tuesday.
And so it was just nonstop. And not to say that there was like a lot of drinking, but my biggest concern in life was how was I going to have fun, not how am I going to pass this class because I need a 40%.
That's so funny.
Dude, you were drinking so much over there. I feel like
But I also lost weight. Like, a lot of dudes lose weight.
Yeah.
A lot of girls gain weight, like, over there from the drinking. But then at the same time, you're walking all the time.
Yeah.
You're not driving. Like, you're literally walking up hills, cobblestone all the time. So you're literally losing weight there, pretty much.
Yeah. I just remember getting calls, like, Steven's like, I'm like, hey, how many drinks did you have this week? It's all right, well, 7 days. Probably like 50, I bet.
Well, also, shout out. Scotland had the worst snowstorm ever,
Oh, really?
like in like a millennium when I was there. And
Ew.
RMC was sending me like the EMS, like emergency messages, like, are you okay? Are you alive? Like, are you stranded in a manhole? Like, are you fine? And the grocery stores closed. Like, you couldn't go to the grocery store, and most stores in Edinburgh close like at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So if you don't go to the grocery store before, you're not getting food. So I literally survived for about a week on Kinder Bueno and 879 red wine.
Is that a wine? A Kinder Bueno?
It's like a chocolate bar, like a Kit Kat.
That's
I literally survived on a
awesome.
Kit Kat bar and red wine for like 4 or 5 days because you couldn't get to the grocery store.
You can't.
And then when you got there was nothing in stock, so you couldn't like buy anything.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
It's
what,
literally
you
like
can
Naked and
survive?
Afraid, but yeah.
You can survive how long without food and water?
You could. Oh, you could. Well, water.
It's like 3 days. But
Water, I
like
think
he had red wine, so
I
he
think
couldn't
water
turn
you
it
can
into
go
water. But...
1 week. I
Really?
think food you can go 1 month. I believe is what it is.
Water 1 week is
Actually-
like you're about to die though. I'm
We
talking
still
know
had
what?
water. We could still drink out of the
No,
fountains. I didn't.
Actually, I may be wrong.
There's snow.
Yeah. I don't know. I forget what it is, but I know sleep is also in there. Like there's maybe sleep. Is like
Oh
1
yeah,
week.
I tell you, the kids get really wild over there when they get snow.
Really?
I was in an Uber and they threw Corona bottles out the window. Yeah, and dented the Mercedes, the Uber we were in.
Mercedes over there are literally like $20,000.
Yeah,
They're
they literally
that's
dented it.
That's
Yeah.
their taxis. Their taxis.
The wankers.
are literally Mercedes.
I know.
The wankas.
Wankas.
The wankas. Yeah, wank. We called one of them the wanker general because he was just the lead charger and commander throwing out the Corona bottles.
And I remember,
Lakers.
I was
I
like,
keep kicking you,
before we
sorry.
switch over to where we're recording,
Sorry.
I also remember Steven sending me pics, ripping cigs.
That's funny.
Yeah, nothing like my humps and an Estonian princess cigarette, you know.
Just
Love it.
Estonian princess cigarette.
Well, because in Estonia they have this place called the Insane Asylum. Would recommend it to any of the viewers. You should.
It sounds like a place that you would want to get.
You
yeah,
show
we were
up.
last night at the
You
Insane
admit-
Asylum.
you admit
show-
yourself.
Yeah.
You show up, right? It's a very difficult country to get to, but so worth it. It should be on like the Vogue's top 50,
Yeah.
the National Geographic's top 50. You show up, they lock you in a wheelchair. Okay, they literally lock you in a wheelchair. It's like BDSM but for drinking, and then they tie Bunsen burners to your hand and they pour liquor in it and you have to drink out of it. Yeah.
Not Bunsen burners, the Bunsen, like the test tubes.
Sorry, just like the
big,
tubes.
like,
they
flask-like stuff.
yeah, and so you're like Edward Scissorhands in a wheelchair. And it's called the Insane Asylum. So definitely recommend it. Any of the viewers
That would
go
not
to
pass in
Estonia. They have a
America.
cool flag and they treat you. I'm gonna skip the word, but you know.
That's
you-
pretty cool.
Can you point to Estonia on a map?
Oh, probably not, to be honest.
Spell it.
Heck no. I cannot spell it, but I don't think I could point to it. I mean, obviously, I can eventually find it by like searching around in it, like general area.
So, Steven, what this is. This
I'm
is
nervous.
a topic card. At the end of each thing, we do a topic card just because keep things fresh.
Yeah.
New topics. So we're going to let you pick.
Yeah.
All right.
So just pull that one right there.
The first one?
Yeah, just pull that.
And then
All
read
right.
it.
It says, "What's the biggest lie you've told as a child?"
Biggest lie.
What's
you
the
told.
biggest lie you've told as a child?
Christian's was on the playground with that teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, fuck that lady.
You go first.
Biggest
I feel
lie
like
as a child. I know the one that the lie that sticks out to me all the time, and I think I brought it up before already on the podcast, but it was wintertime. It had just, you know, when it's like a little bit of snow, but it's really that like ice everywhere. Like even like the tree branches are like in a ring of ice. So like covered in it.
Yeah.
It was like one of that type of weather, and my
An ice
mom's ice storm, and my mom's perennial like flower or something. Like
Spell it.
no, I can't spell perennials. Can't do it.
Spell spaghetti. That's like actually the first time we met each other. To be
Oh,
honest.
do you know about that? At that launch when Steve and I first met,
We had a journal.
We're sitting. We all have to journal. It's like another thing that was bullshit. But we had we were talking or something, and we had to write something down on a piece of paper. We're all sitting around a fire at night. And I don't know what the hell it was about. Like either it was your favorite food or something. It had to like write it down. And I turned to this girl who, her name is Haley. She's ended up being like one of my best friends and my mentor in college, because she was a senior and I was a freshman. And I turned to her. I'm like, I don't know why. Just like I've gotten a very vulnerable moment. I was just like, "Hey, how do you spell spaghetti?" And she just starts laughing.
Hard
at me.
word to spell, by the way. There's a silent G.
She was just laughing at me, like roasting me. You don't know how to spaghetti. I think I was like joking, and I'm like, "No, like for real, I don't know how to spell it." And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
That literally would have been me. Or I just would have spelled it wrong.
Well, like yeah, but I don't know why the hell I asked her. But yeah, that's I get roasted all the time. Or like that's like a joke in college I heard was spell spaghetti, Benton, because everyone just knew I couldn't.
Which can you do it now?
No, spaghetti, S-P, spa, S, is it S-P, spa, S-P-A, spa, then G, spaghetti, S-P, wait, S-P-A-G-E, spaghetti, T,
There might be an H in there.
T-T-I-E?
Right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how
I
to
don't
spell
know
it.
either. I'm like, yeah.
How do you spell
Let's
spaghetti?
learn now.
S-P-A-G-H-E-T-T-I. Okay. Or E-T-T-I, yeah. So I had it, but I missed the H.
The H is silent.
I missed
yeah,
the H. Whatever.
Fuck the
I don't
H.
give a shit. Who cares?
That's not the biggest lie you've ever told.
That's not the biggest lie, but it was flowers, wherever. I was young, and the flowers were all frozen over, so I just started karate chopping down all the bushes, because it's ice, so you hit it, the whole thing just snaps. So I was chopping down all the flowers in the yard, just everything.
yeah.
Just chopping it all down. And Kendall had just planted them like that fall or something. Chopping down all these flowers. And I guess like the next day or something like that, or that night, she was like freaking out like, who did it? I was like, nope, wasn't me.
Not me.
Wasn't
I'm not
me,
getting my
bro.
ass beat tonight.
Wasn't me. Nope, not at all.
Never saw the guy who did it.
Never. And then obviously, I kept. I was like, yeah, okay, it was me. I'm like crying.
Aw.
Don't beat me.
She was like, do you know how much these cost? I was like, I thought they were gonna die. They're covered in ice. Like she's like, they're gonna come back. I was like, oh, I'm fucking 6 years old. How was I supposed to know?
That's funny.
Yeah, but that one, I don't know if Hank Cat would remember that or not. But that's like a vivid, like, I remember seeing like Aunt Cat will cry. It's like the first memory of Aunt Cat will crying would be that, like, and me telling that like lie and stuff like that. I remember that pretty vividly.
It hurts.
Yeah,
We love you.
love you, AC.
I'm trying to think. I don't know what like the biggest lie as a kid I would have told.
Gotta go deep. I.
Oh my gosh, Steven has so many good stories.
We
So
still
many good
haven't admitted
stories.
it to this day, so I might as well just reveal myself. But I making a bigger deal. I watched porn on my mom's work computer, and I got locked out.
Of the computer.
Yeah, while I was watching it,
Oh no.
and I couldn't figure out how to get back in.
Oh, you mean like locked out as in like the computer went to screensaver mode, so we hit the
Yeah,
space bar.
yeah. So
Passwords
feel me.
up.
So I'm watching it. It goes to screensaver mode, and then I can't figure out how to get back into this computer. So I'm royally fucked. Like even if I power down
How
like
old?
this thing,
How old? Below
like
10? Above
12,
10?
13,
Okay, 12,
14,
13, okay.
like newly into the porn.
Okay.
And I just went outside. My mom came home. Of course, there's porn on our work computer. And she sits us all down, like seats us, like my sister and my brother and I. She's like, everyone come home now. Like text us on our like sidekicks. Was like, everyone come home.
On our side.
And it's like, everyone come home. And I'm like, holy fuck, like I really fucked up. But at the same time, I'm one of three, right? So like I can blame it on any one
There's
of those
always two to
people,
blame. And your dad. You can blame your dad.
I
Come
can
on
blame
now.
my dad too, yeah. Anyone.
You get 4 people to blame.
My mom was
Or
like,
3.
write it down on a note. Like, if you were the one that watched, I even know what it was, but like, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
I don't have to go that far. But it was like, if you watch this, please write it down on this note. I blame my brother. She believed me. So, to this day,
Oh my god.
my mom thinks that my brother watched
Boy.
pornos on her work laptop. But shout out Yo Gotti. It was actually me. And my brother was playing softball at the park with his friends.
That's funny.
Savage.
That was the
Did your
biggest lie I
brother-
ever told.
Obviously, your
Yeah.
brother knew that he didn't do it, but he knew it was you. I take
Admitted.
it.
Oh,
Because-
well, I never admitted it to him. I mean, if he listens to this, he'll know. But he just thinks he was wrongfully accused.
What if you guys both blamed your sister?
that would
would've
have been
been
fun.
the-
If somebody
I
else tag team
know,
against
we
her.
should've- Yeah, we should have colluded, but
Oh, damn, that would have been so good.
yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, I mean, obviously, I only had Carrington, but I feel like if I would have had a third kid, I would have been doing stuff like that. But, yo, bro, like, that's how I did this shit. You just gang up on this guy, like,
Yeah.
together. Like,
He watched it.
yeah, he's like, yeah, bro, he did it. And, like, yeah, I say yes. He says yes. Like, it's two
against
one.
Yeah, it's fine.
I would 100% be gang
It's
up.
always fun to gang up on a third person, you know, in life. You
Yeah.
think about
I
you,
feel like
you
parents see
bond
right through
hating
that
over a
shit,
third
though.
person.
They're like,
you
yeah,
know?
okay, you guys both.
Yeah,
yeah, alright.
yeah, right. Oh, man. That's a good one. Damn. That's a really
That is
good
really
one.
good.
Yeah.
Damn.
I bet my biggest lie was just like I didn't brush my teeth or something. Like I literally like just didn't. I never had a problem just telling my parents like how it was.
Yeah, well, your parents, you're just very, like, one of your parents are very chill, and then also both of you are just very straightforward with each other.
Yeah,
I feel like.
it's just like
It's always been like that. For me,
Were your
I didn't
parents
get
strict?
like that.
no.
No,
See, strict parents create sneaky children.
So
That's
like
what I
That's a
say.
fact. I hear it.
yeah.
I hear it.
If your parents aren't like that strict, I feel like you're more open at telling them things.
a big thing like was a lot of my early childhood, I was spending at other people's houses
yeah.
because like both my parents would work like all summer long. So like in the summers, I would spend a lot of time at like one person's house. That's just like where I
Have
would
you heard
go.
about our first time? Like ever hanging
No.
out? Bro, we started hanging out, it was end of sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
He came over, it was like exam time. Christian stayed at my house for a whole week. During the school week and everything. Whole week. It was literally our first time hanging out, like one-on-one. He comes over to my place. And he doesn't leave for 7 days.
It's dope.
Right?
It was really
Yeah.
crazy. But like that's how it was.
That's
Even
what
when
he
I
was
was like
doing.
young, like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, for like an entire summer. Most of the time, I'd stay at someone's house for 5 days and then go home for like Saturday, Sunday.
And then do it again.
And then do it again.
Either the same person or someone
So
else's.
when you saw Mom and Dad, you're like, I have a lot to tell you.
Yeah, it was more
Well, it was
just
just
hey,
like-
what's up?
It was more like I was treated like an adult from a pretty young age.
Yeah,
And like
that's definitely true.
I just sort of did whatever I wanted, and whatever happened. As long as I wasn't in trouble, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Like I was never brought home in like a cop car.
And
or
honestly, well,
anything,
you
like-
weren't doing, like...
I didn't do
I
anything.
was like, you really didn't do anything about, like, you weren't drinking, like...
I hung out with the Carols for like
Yeah, it's just
forever.
like, it's not like, yeah, like, you weren't smoking, like, you didn't even smoke weed till over
I hung
18.
out with this family that was a Navy wife whose husband was away and 2 daughters. One of the daughters was in our class. One was like
Got it.
3 grades younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just like hung out with them 24/7.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Bellisa title.
Of at least
Probably, yeah.
Bellisa.
But yeah, I
You know
mean,
what
but like,
Bellisa is?
you weren't drinking
Shut up.
really under...
Shut
like,
up.
You weren't drinking, like, underage. Like,
No.
A ton and stuff like that, and you didn't even start smoking until you were over 18.
When was the
I was
first time you
over
had a drink?
21.
First time I had a drink, or like I would say like got like at least like
Outside
a buzz.
of church.
Outside
Don't
of-
say wine.
No,
I
we don't do. I do grape juice, bro. I love
Grape
that
juice.
grape juice.
Really?
I love me some
The
Welch's.
Welch's.
Yeah,
Welch's.
Welch's. Mott's is pretty good, but Welch's it got extra sugar in it.
Does Mott's
Oh.
have grape juice or is it just apple?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, they probably
have grape?
They probably do, but
They
I know it's
definitely have
Welch's.
apple.
Yeah, they definitely have apple. But I think. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we doing?
Biggest lie. He's
We were
lost
saying
now.
about drinking or like
First drink.
Oh, my first drink. So I would say the first time I got like buzzed probably would have been like 14.
wow.
14 would have been when I first got buzzed. It was.
your sophomore?
It would have been. It would have been 14 or
8th grade.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
8th
start
grade.
driving in 10th grade.
Yeah. 15. You're in 8th grade. Yeah.
Mine was sophomore high school.
Sophomore. Yeah. So I would
I
have
think
been.
I was about that age as
yeah.
well because
I was 8th grade or freshman year for me.
And it was like one kid. He's like, I have a beer. It's like one kid.
it was like a
It's like,
whatever.
whoa.
It was a Mike's Hard.
Yeah, it was a.
It's a Mike's
tall boy
Yeah,
Mike's
Mike's
Hard.
harder. It's like, oh my god,
And it
let's
was like
pass this
4
around.
of us. Yeah, 4 of us drinking a tall boy Mike's Hard.
I mean, I remember I was 15. I'm pretty sure. I feel like it was 14, but I know for a fact definitely at 15 because with Emerald Isle with you
Yeah.
when we came down and stuff. So I
We were
know.
doing heroin by then.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, we were wild.
I was peeking hot dogs.
Oh, dude, it's such a
Whoa.
good. Oh my gosh, we have so many stories.
Story
Like
for
full
another
hot
time.
dogs?
Yeah. Story for another
Whoa.
time.
Story for
That's like
another
a weapon.
time where
You'll
it
have
was
to
like,
come back.
we're running.
How hot are we right now?
We're over an hour right now.
How hot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so we're over
probably
an
9
hour
or
right
10.
now. So we're gonna
Sick.
wrap it up. we're gonna we're gonna wrap it up.
You should
for-
definitely keep some of the beginning stuff
Bro,
though.
everything is staying. Don't worry about
But
it.
like keep it actually in the podcast, like the beginning stuff. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
You
Okay.
got it. You got it, boss. Everything will stay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But let's get wrap this up, everyone, for season
We'll add it
2,
at the end, a bonus.
episode 10, Couch Surfing Podcast. Our first guest ever,
Steven?
Stephen Botton.
Woo! And now I'm gonna show my titties.
I'm so glad you
That's
can make
very
it.
kind.
Sorry,
And,
alright, guys.
we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.